Trees are the very heart of Britain's landscape, from majestic trees in fields and hedgerows, to copses in the rolling downs, to ancient hunting forests, such as the New Forest, Sherwood and the Forest of Dean. How can Britain have forgotten forests? Seen from the air, a train or the road, trees seem to be everywhere. Even so, Britain is the second least wooded country in Europe. Britain was once almost entirely covered with trees. By the early 20th century, however, just 4% of Britain was wooded. As our trees have disappeared, so have people's connection with them. We have forgotten how important trees are to us. We can't afford the luxury of planting more trees, merely for the sake of greening the landscape. Trees need to work for us while we protect them and make sure that they support wildlife. We have forgotten the importance of working with nature and how this can be done at the same time as supporting rural economies. We use a great deal of timber in Britain. It is our 6th largest import. In terms of hardwoods alone, we import 1 million tonnes a year. But we seem to have forgotten that this timber comes from trees. When we can, it must be better if we can use homegrown timber rather than importing timber cut from someone else's forests, perhaps thousands of miles away. It's a shocking fact that we don't know much about our woodlands. We don't know who owns many of them, and so it's difficult to work with the owners towards common goals, such as improving their condition or producing materials. Even worse, a large number of them are potentially unmanaged. One measure of sustainable forest management is whether a woodland has a management plan. Many woodlands in the UK don't have plans. In England alone, the area of forests without a plan is equivalent to a 5-mile wide wall of trees stretching over 450 miles long, running the entire length of England from Truro to Newcastle. Some would say that these woodlands are forgotten or even neglected.
We've forgotten or take for granted how important trees are to our lives. We've forgotten the importance of managing our woodlands for the wildlife that we cherish. We've forgotten the importance of economics in woodland management and creation. We have a large number of woodlands in this country that are forgotten or moribund. Woodland owners need our support and encouragement.
The Silver Foundation is a tree and forestry charity working to ensure that Britain's woodlands thrive economically and environmentally for the benefit of everyone. Woodlands can help us meet challenging times ahead in managing carbon and producing sustainable materials, and they will be important in helping us and wildlife cope with climate change. They will help protect and provide for mankind long after my life has passed and yours. Let's make sure that they are not forgotten.